Today I'm going to be reviewing this Retrofolie corset. So this is what it looks like on the front, on the side, on the back, and the other side. This is the Amaryllis waist cincher by Retrofolie. It's got a Victorian silhouette, as all of Retrofolie's designs do. So it's 8 inches in the front, 5.5 on the side, 7.5 on the back. I'm afraid I can't tell you very much about construction as I'm not very well versed in it, but this corset has at least 2 layers of fabric, the outside cotton lining fabric and the inside lining, which is also 100% cotton. As far as I can tell, it's a single bone per panel construction, but there are double bones on the sides of this corset, ostensibly so that it reinforces the waist. There is also a waist tape in this. I have asked Julian if this corset is suitable for daily wear, and she said this black cotton fabric should be strong enough to hold up to it. However, she does not recommend daily wear in her print corsets. So I'm really pleased with the lining of this corset. It's the cutest lining I've ever had in a corset and I absolutely love it. I will include a picture of it in the description. This corset's bust loops are pretty much equidistant, and the grommets are also pretty much equidistant. Grommets are sandwiched between 2 bones, so they're secure and shouldn't pop out. Nylon laces are flat black nylon laces and aren't too slippery and not too springy, so I like those as well. This corset comes with a modesty panel that's suspended by the laces. I paid extra for this, but if you don't like the modesty panel after you get it, you can always take it off because it's only suspended. So the flossing on this is something else I really like, because when I asked about flossing, I sent Julianne 2 pictures of flossing patterns that I really liked, and what she did was she crossed them so that I got a little bit of both, and I think that's really meticulous, and I really enjoy the flossing on this corset. This corset was a custom size for me, so I'm afraid I can't help very much with standard size corsets measurements, but it fits me really well. I paid $25 US extra for this upgrade, and I totally think it was worth it. I paid $218 US in total for this corset, but that was after about $30 off, because she was having a 20% off discount at the time. So originally this was about $240 US. On customer service, I was really impressed with her customer service. I ordered this corset on the 17th of May, and it only took about 2 hours or less of correspondence from the first email I sent her for her to get the Etsy listing up for me. And on the 24th of May, exactly a week after I'd ordered it, I got an email from Julianne saying that my corset was finished. So that's a 1-week turnaround time. I was absolutely shocked. And she even sent me pictures before she sent it off, so I could see what the corset looked like, which I really love. It's like having a little tidbit before the corset gets here. She was kind enough to send it here to Norway because it was originally meant to go to Singapore, where I'm originally from, because there's a 25 import tax here in Norway on any merchandise that you've bought valued at over £20 sterling. That's a very low ceiling, and this corset definitely exceeds that by quite a lot, so I couldn't have afforded to do that. But on hearing this, Julianne was kind enough to mark it as a gift and send it here so that I wouldn't have to pay the import tax. I did later realize that there was a small problem with this corset. I had ordered this originally in a 20-inch, but I later realized upon closing it externally at 22 inches that that was a little bit big even for a closed corset. So I measured this and triple checked this and compared it to a 20-inch cincher that I have, and found that it's an inch larger than the original size that I ordered. I asked Julian about this, and she said that the fabric does stretch. It shouldn't stretch as much as an inch, definitely not just from seasoning it, as I found this out after my 1 week of seasoning. So she apologized, promptly replied, and she offered me two really too good to be true solutions. The first one being that I could send it back to her in Canada, she would repair it and send it back to me again. However, I declined because it cost £30 sterling just to send a corset back to the UK, and it would have cost another £26 on top of however much it would have cost, probably more than £30, to send it back to her in Canada and back to me again. So I declined. But she insisted on making it up to me in some way, and her other solution was that she would make me an entirely new corset. I was floored by this suggestion, and I let her know that I wasn't too comfortable with accepting a free corset, but she insisted that she had to make up for it, so in a very kind manner, so I reluctantly agreed. But this corset is still entirely wearable. As you can see, there is nothing wrong with this corset. All components function perfectly, it fits great. I have no complaints. The only tiny problem is that there is a 1 inch difference in the size that I ordered. But I originally thought that I might get maybe an apology, perhaps some money back or a discount on a future order, but definitely nothing of this magnitude. So I'm amazed at her generosity and her stellar customer service and dedication to customer satisfaction, because I am definitely beyond pleased with this resolution. She was even kind enough to reaffirm that this corset is wearable, and after doing so asked if I would like my replacement corset to be slightly different, since this one was still functional. And when I asked if perhaps the lining could be used as a fashion fabric, she said yes. However, she ran out of the fabric, and what she did was she actually went to source it for me again. And when she couldn't find it, she sent me a link to a shop and asked me to see if anything caught my fancy. I did eventually find the lining fabric again and sent it to her, and she bought it immediately and informed me of this, when it would be shipped, when she would get it, and that she would let me know when she did get the fabric and we would discuss it further then. I am honestly stupefied by her generosity and kindness. And I'm also getting all the upgrades that I've paid for in this corset, so I'm basically getting 2 corsets for the price of 1. I definitely don't advocate you find faults in your corset just to get something like this amazing resolution that I've gotten, but I think I've never met anybody who is so committed to customers and their happiness before. I definitely recommend Retrofolie, and if you have ever, please go support her. I'm pretty much stammering now. Please go support her, and thank you for watching me do this video. I hope it wasn't too bad. This was my first review, so thank you. I hope to maybe see you again if I do another one of these, and bye! Sorry, I forgot to mention this in my video earlier, but Julian has said that my particular corset is able to be worn daily. Although I didn't ask about tight lacing, she's noted that the black cotton fabric should be strong enough to hold up to daily wear. However, she does not recommend this for her historical print corsets, as the fabric is a little bit more delicate. So yeah, be careful!